Hey everyone, how's it going? So another video for you. So I'm sitting outside the Butterfly Grove in Pismo Beach, and got a couple messages that relate to that. It's not butterfly season yet, but it's a cool place. I'm gonna head down to the beach and enjoy the sunset here in a minute. Um, yeah, a couple messages today. First off, I don't know if y'all can feel it out there, but man, masks are slipping. People living behind masks, they're not going to be able to do that for much longer. I mean, I'm not saying you're not going to have to use discernment and have to use your head and, use your intuition and trust it to really understand where people are coming from. I'm not saying that, but some of these really odd, some of these really big masks, some of these really odd ones that should have been obvious, frankly. You ain't got much longer. Halloween's on Friday, and after that, I think all the masks are coming off. So you got a big old one. If you're one of those people out there, spitting scripture with a forked tongue, telling people how great you are, or presenting something that's really, really false, enjoy this week, because I don't think you're going to enjoy the ones after. For everyone else, and for those people too, honestly, the other representation I think of the butterflies here is that period where they go into the chrysalis and they change, right? They metamorphosis into something new, and that's the work that needs to be done. Instead of having mass, you do that work instead. You go and you find the parts of yourself that you don't like so much that you don't really want the world to see, and instead of throwing a mask over it, you heal it, you fix it, you process it, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And that may be acknowledging that you've done some things wrong, and maybe you need to make amends. So do that. Whether it's directly to the person you've harmed, or that's the best solution. But if you have to make amends a different way, that's fine too. But you gotta make those amends, and there will probably be karma at some point, and you gotta pay it. But if you do that, then you're good. You're free. You don't have to carry that with you. You don't have to carry a mask. You don't have to be ashamed of that shit anymore. We've all got stuff that we're not proud of. But the choice is whether we throw on a mask or whether we actually fix that shit. And I don't think wearing masks is going to be as comfortable as it has been here very, very soon. So I would suggest fixing it. That's going to be a much better solution for you. And it just feels better, you know what I mean? But the other part is that, when you do that, when you get into your chrysalis and you really dig around into that dark part of yourself that you don't really want to face, but you are, and you face it, you spend some time, you look at how that behavior, whatever that is, has affected other people, how it's affected you. You learn those lessons and you become a better person. But here's the thing is, just like in school, when you learn stuff, there's a final exam, right? Well, the universe does that too. So as soon as you try to bust out that chrysalis, man, it's going to test you. So whatever that thing is, it's going to tempt you to go back, and fall into bad habits again. It's going to, if it's a unhealthy attachment style, if it's, picking the wrong person again and again, the universe is going to send that person to you, or, another version of that same person to you. And it's going to test you. It's going to be like, hey, have you really grown? Have you passed the test? It's a test. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people, they see that and it kind of freaks them out. They don't see it as a test. They don't see it as a chance to really prove that they have healed. And they moved on from whatever it was that they were in that chrysalis for. And, so they fail. And instead of, kind of withdrawing and be like, oh, I'm not ready. I need to do a little more work in here. They give up. And if you're that close, you're probably pretty close. You just, if you fail, it's okay. Just go do a little more work. You got it. But you don't give up. And I think that's part of the, the whole so many masks problem, that it's hard to believe that it can be fixed. Maybe I don't know. Everyone's got to figure that out for themselves. But trust me, the universe does test you. It's a final exam, and if you pass, then it doesn't. It sends you somebody better. Like for using the same example for if it's a relationship thing, and you're tempted with somebody who is very similar to all the bad choices you made in the past, right? Um, once you pass that test, you get to be a butterfly, and the universe will send you another butterfly because it won't send you any more worms, or caterpillars, you know what I mean? But it's going to send you a butterfly because that's who you are now. It'll send you somebody to match that, or jobs, or healthy lifestyles, or whatever the thing is. I'm just using this as an example, but it can be anything. Whatever you need to fix about yourself. When the fixing's done, you're gonna get tested, and if you pass, then you get to live that life. You get to be that person, and the universe is going to send you the same people that's been sending you in the past to test you, to make you grow. I mean, I'm not saying those people will be out there, but you'll know how to deal with them. They're not going to bother you the way they did before. They're not going to glom onto you the way they did before. You'll be a butterfly. You're not going to be a worm anymore. That's pretty cool. So, just a message, something to keep in mind. As this world changes, as masks become less effective, and as people start to see through them a little more clearly, I think it's a good time to stop putting on masks and start healing, and stop being worms, start being butterflies, and the universe will send you butterflies and match you when you are, and don't give up. If you fail that test, if you come out of the chrysalis a little too soon, and think, oh, I'm healed, here we go. It's going to test you. And if you fail, that's okay. Just head on back in. You can fix it. You can do it. Don't give up. Don't put a mask on. It's definitely not going to be worth it, especially now. So that's all I got. All right. Anyway, hope you guys are all good. Love y'all.